Hello guys and girls, Voices from the Dark here. I started up the game again and the hunter who was looking for the thief in the last one just walked up to this altar, grabbed a piece of bread from the sacrificial necromancy altar and is consuming it. I wouldn't recommend it. Personally, it's not my thing, but if he's happy with it, then that's good. So we've come across this cauldron here and we can tip it over or we can try to finish it ourselves. Now it says potent bloom from the swamps of Yelmarch, a human skull and fungi. Now, I think there were some ingredients in here and I wonder if we can actually put those things into it? And maybe something happens? Uh-oh. How is this failed? I give up. Screw this. I can't. I'll figure out how to do it and I'll do it again later. We'll just continue. So, in the last one, we could complete this concoction, but I want to go do something else. So let's go do Arche, the enemy. Locate the Temple of Arche. Because the Necromancer is searching to use a tome. So now we must get it ourselves, which is in the temple down here, and we are located all the way up here. So we have a little bit of a trek in front of us, but that's never really messed it up for anybody before, because our treks across the country always go very smoothly. I don't think we have a horse though. I think I have bought up to 2 horses so far this stream, the previous stream, and they both died. Mysterious circumstances, nobody's really sure why. It was just, well, it just happened. They just died. I think it was old age. It was natural causes, I would say. They died from natural causes, right guys? Now, if anybody has any sort of, because we need some sort of topic to talk about while we're traveling, because there's a lot of traveling, so if anybody has any sort of questions that they would like to ask about Kijor, its characters, or Kijor Season 3, where I did write quite a lot of the storyline before the series kind of fell apart, if anybody wants to know about any of the arcs, what would happen to the characters, and so on and so forth, we could discuss that and have some fun with that if anybody has any questions. It's good that I don't have a horse? What do you mean that Finnish boy? I treat my horses with the utmost dignity. Teamwork. Me and horses, they're already a meme, trust me. Oh, I've never been really good. If you want to find my computer specs, you can go to my YouTube page and go to the About tab and you can find them all listed there. So that's a good way to do it. Hello, Hapsu. If you were to get a cat, can you name it Kijor? Me and Eve were talking about that. Eve's was my fiance. We were talking about when we got a cat, one of them had to be named Kijor. And I'm still thinking about that one day. That could be good. Is Marthar a father? Yes. Okay, so we'll start with Fretzelot's question first. I was going to reveal the backstory of Marthar. And Marthar's son was going to be coming into the picture. And Marthar's backstory back in High Rock would also become clear. Now, I believe the story went a little something like this. Marthar's parents were prominent mages within the Mages Guild, and Marthar himself was, raised to be like his parents, but he was so bad at magic. What are you up to? No! Save the Elks! Hashtag save the Elks! Yeah! You killed it! That's not even I don't know. Hello, bandit. Why is he not taking any damage? Why is this guy so powerful? Am I that bad? This guy's strong. I guess elk killers have to be that strong, huh? By the way, this skeever's helping me, but get out of here. Skeevers I can kill, but not bandits, apparently. So he failed at magic until there was an event. I believe there was like a library that was gonna burn down, but he went in there to save like a friend of his, and he tried to like shield himself from the flames using magic, but something went wrong and he sort of infused the magic into himself, and thus from that day forward he became much better at magic, and particularly fire magic, which is why you see him as good as he is now. But he was also dabbling a bit in alchemy, but he wasn't the greatest. Now his wife, Lily, I believe was Marthar's wife, she was the cook for one of the kings in Daggerfall, one of the many people who claim themselves to be lord and kings over there. And she was at a court, and there was a woman who was jealous of her. And as far as I know, did she spread rumors or something? somehow that lady got Marthar's wife set up for a crime so she could take over her role. And so they showed up for the trial and things weren't looking good for Marthar's wife, and Marthar knew that, okay, we're not going to win this trial, we have to get out of here. No, it wasn't alchemy. He essentially had created a teleport spell, so he would grab his wife if the case was to, you know, turn sour, and he would teleport out with her from that court. Now, this... Are they just fighting each other? Because I can just watch all day. You got beautiful armor, by the way. Yeah, I'm gonna just enjoy the show here. Go! So what ended up happening is that Marthar and his wife teleported out, but the teleport spell was incomplete. So essentially when they landed on the other side, they had some horrible by-effects. Like Marthar's wife was just left bleeding with like cuts and wounds all over the place. And she was dying quickly, and Marthar had aged. Which explains his, you know, current appearance. How old is Marthar? I believe Marthar is... Is he 50 or something? It's something like that, but he looks like he's 80. So he got a bad dose of failed magic, which altered his appearance. Now they did have a son together, and that's sort of the sad part. So essentially, the son walks in on Marthar, looking like an old man, standing over the corpse of his mother, you know, trying to heal her, but she's long gone. And he sees this old man covered in her blood, like standing over her body, and, you know, what does a kid think when he sees that? So Marthar notices and, like, goes after him, and of course the kid tries to run away. What is Marthar's son's name? Merenthil, I believe. And Marthar, like, grabs him, and he knows that, okay, this kid is about to be scarred for life, so he essentially erases his memories using a spell, and then he leaves him at an orphanage, and he goes off to do other things and try to move on with his life, which brings him to Skyrim. But then years later, Merenthil in Season 3 would appear and would be seeking answers about his parents, and I wanted Merenthil and Marthar to meet. And yeah, that's sort of that story. That was long and drawn out and probably extremely boring, I apologize. I rambled on for a long time, but that's the sort of stories that I had all written out. It's just a shame that I never really got to finish them, but thank you.
Oh, you want me to do a Kijor impression, Steven? I suppose I could. I mean, I am the creator of Kijor, so it would only be natural. Now I'm gonna throw out some racist slur. Ooh, skooma sure is good, 'cause I'm a Khajiit. And we are furry thieves. Yeah. Yes.
What happened to Eleanor? Well, in the future, you saw Eleanor. She was about... Eleanor and the situation in Solitude. She was about to burst. She was about to snap. And she really wanted to kill Darien Bloodmoon, because she did not like the fact that Darien was questioned. Good work, dude. You go work. Eleanor did not like the fact that Darien was questioning Alice's leadership, and she wanted him out of the way. And this leads me to one of the sections of the Kijor series that I was the most excited about, probably the most excited, called the Crimson Feast. And if you've read Game of Thrones, that name should have certain... It should bring to mind certain scenarios. So essentially, Eleanor was going to set up... Or she wasn't going to set up, but she was going to use this feast. I love your armor, it's the Kijor Season 3 armor. She was going to use this feast as an opportunity to stage an assassination of Darien Bloodmoon. And I had it all written out. Max, or Racer, one of the mods here, was actually going to be playing his bard character and be singing a song. And during this, some of the bards, or one of them, would like pull out a crossbow and shoot Darien with a specialized bolt during the festivities, but... Things would then take a rather grim turn, as maybe he didn't hit his correct target. I was so excited to show that. That was like what I was building up to that season. I was like, I want to get to the Crimson Feast. I want to get to it. I probably should have done more with Swipe as well, yeah. I don't think I actually had him implemented in the Kijor Season 3 storyline at all, which is a bit weird. Yeah, it would be the Red Wedding. It would be sort of the Red Wedding. So, yeah. Eleanor would try to shoot Darien, but a certain female character of ours would step in front of the bolts. And then Marthar would get bone break fever! Go, go, go! Uh-oh. Where's my heal spell? I can't remember where my heal spell is. There we go. Found it. Found it. Die! Oh, what was that? I just needed a second to consider my awesomeness. "Hey, pork chopping, what's up?" Essentially, Alice would step in front of the bolts. She would take it. She would fall over on the floor bloody. And we would have like this dramatic shot of just zooming up like from her eyes on the ground as she looked up. And her life would be fading really fast. And there would be like really no cure. And as the nurse is standing there, next to her is standing Valerie Moonroth and Darian Bloodmoon, and the nurse goes off to tell the others since Alice is about to pass, and they want them to be there as she passes. But Darian goes on about a little tale about how Molag Bal created the first vampire, and he essentially shares his vampirism with Alice to make her an undead. And then Alice would begin to develop a sort of relationship with Darian, and they would begin to rule Solitude together. And of course, Valerie did not like this, because Valerie had a thing for Darian, and Valerie would like go to Lund and Groth and the others, and there would be this fight in Solitude between Alice and Darian, and then Valerie and Groth and Lund, and the forces would be split inside of them because of Alice becoming a vampire to save her own life, essentially. Okay. Wow. I'm rambling on so much. Maybe it was a bad idea to even open with it. I was expecting to answer like a few questions here and there, like answer with 3 sentences, and I'm just like telling you stories that last 5 minutes. So essentially, for those of you who don't know what's going on in this series right now, is that Marthar has found out about some sort of necromancy ploy, and he intends to stop it. Now the thing is, Marthar and magic, they go well together, so if we come across any opportunities to perhaps obtain some of these darker powers, why should we refuse it? And the Stormcloaks and the Imperials. Place your bets now, people. Who will win? Will it be the Imperials or the Stormcloaks? My money's on the Imperials, because they won the last time. They're having an epic hill battle right here, though. They got the high ground, but they're just... The Imperials just have bigger numbers. I'm sorry, Stormcloak. You cannot win this battle. My day's been okay, Archmage. Jodara. Ah, Jodara. That's a whole story too. Jodara essentially robs a bank. That's what he does in Season 3. Because Jodara wants the Darkling Stone. The Darkling Stone is sent away to a bank in Markarth in like episode 4 or 5. And he follows after it and he hires people to make a epic, like, bank heist in Markarth. And then he gets the stone and it disappears. But of course, when that stone is taken away from Lucien, who is the Guardian, Lucien perishes. So Lucien essentially would die in Markarth when Jodara comes and takes the stone. So that's a bit sad. But then Jodara tries to leave with the stone, but then he is captured by... Charles Valenheim and the Reawakened. And that's where Marthar, who is undercover, would come into contact with Jodara, and they would actually have to work together a little bit, because otherwise Jodara would blow his cover. So, yeah. Death to the Stormcloaks. I'm pretty sure they lost. And so will you! Necromancers! You are the scum of the earth! Gundar? Wow, that's an intimidating name. Oh, that's a Priest of Arche. Why are you fighting me? Why are you fighting me, Priest of Arche? I'm just here to help you. Have you been corrupted? Or are you just crazy in the membrane? Uh-oh. Okay, so I don't know why that one guy was dead. Can you guys calm it? Can I get some backup here, guys? I can't do this by my... Why are they fighting me, though? I want to help out. I'm gonna fight the Necromancers, not you. These guys are so silly. Why are they... whatever. Let's just focus on the Necromancers for now. Just bash their faces in. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Guys, cover me. When I'm hit by frost, I'm actually starting to lose control of my character a little bit. It's kind of scary. Just keep going into a corner. Uh-oh. Yeah, now Arche hates me, I guess. That's fine. I've pissed off a few gods before. Marthar always comes out on top. Unless it's in the bedroom. Bam! 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 That's right. I just made it as sexual innuendo. Haha! Take that, Gundar! Could you do that? I don't think so. I have years of experience. Boom! Look at that slow motion attack. Where are my companions even? Why are you using a bow, Kijor? Just go in and slash his face. I have to do everything around here. Sorry, Gundar. This is the end for you. Get in there. Get funky with that skeleton. Uh-oh. Kijor's down. And good night! Whoa! Sweet. Okay, is that it? Nope, of course not. You're the last guy here. You're the last guy in our way, so please move away. Why not write the Kijor story as a set of ebooks? The thing is that there are just so many people who are sort of better at writing than me. I have, of course, a love for writing and such, but I never felt like they would be good enough. Slaughter the captive priest of Arche or free him? Hello? BAM! Get wrecked, noob! Now, thank you for your heart. I need it for science purposes. He was already dead when we came in, right, guys? Did you guys see that? Whoa, he just died during the battle. Must have been too much stress. I think he had a heart attack. I think so. Romanza, I'm from Norway. I am from Norway. Didn't you know? That's where I'm from. It's fun. Very fun. Okay. So now all we need to do is do the cauldron thing. Okay. Can anybody explain to me what I did wrong with the cauldron? Because I felt like I did it right. Dark is yaoi? No! No! Never! Speaking of which, I was at a YouTube party last night, and it actually did turn into a little guy-on-guy action. So one of my friends, he'll remain nameless, but essentially he was really drunk, and I later heard that he'd actually smoked some things that he didn't actually intend to smoke. He thought it was a normal cigarette, so he was a little extra weird that evening. So essentially, he came up to me and he like sort of like leant in, like gave me a big hug and was like, "Carl, I want to kiss you." And I was like, you know, maybe later, just joking along. And I was like, okay, this guy's actually serious. But I didn't get kissed. So he essentially goes up to one of the other dudes there who also seems a little drunk. And he just like grabs him and they just go at it. And they have like a few seconds of tongue on tongue. And I'm just like, okay, that's a bromance if I ever saw one. And then they pull apart. And then the guy's girlfriend comes in. And she just... She's like, what? She just like goes over and it was great. It was a great evening. Although I feel kind of bad for the guy. Like when I left, he just kind of stood like this, and I just like patted him on the back, like, I'm gonna go now, and he just nodded. He was out of it completely. So yeah, that was my Friday. That was fun. Hello, Steven's mom. Well, that's a good idea, that Finnish boy. If you want to do something, there are a lot of different forms and ways that you can do it and express yourself. Was there a slap? I feel like she was kind of used to it, actually. I feel like she was kind of expecting it in a way, too. But, like, the other guy, like, hugged her. Like, they obviously knew each other, so... How many characters have I made in Skyrim? Not that many outside of the Let's Plays you've seen. I barely ever played it for fun. I made, like, one character back in 2012, some sort of paladin-like character, but I never ever actually played with him that much. He was the only off-screen character I ever made. Do you miss Sundrene and Gruffbog? Well, they're fun. I just sort of struggle to find cool stuff to do in Oblivion. What's my favorite movie and anime? My favorite movie is Battle Royale. My favorite anime is Death Note. Battle Royale's Japanese, so I guess that says something about my tastes. Uh-oh! I can't pull out. There we go. Marthar is so slow at that. I'm talking about his weapon, of course, from his holster. But you guys always find... I haven't saved in forever, so let's not die. There we go. That's the good thing about being a mage. Avoiding death. Fun for the whole family. Where's my crew? They can't even keep up. Do the stream in Norwegian? Never. I don't know why, like at the YouTube party yesterday, I was hanging out with people who, most of them did do content exclusively in Norwegian. So I sort of feel like an outsider in a way, because I refuse. I just... Oh. I have thought about recreating Sun, but I wouldn't really get the right look. But she was actually going to get introduced in Kijor Season 3, but I was thinking... That is not a giant mud crab. That is not a giant mud crab. Is that in the gate? What? I've never seen this before. It's like one of the giant mud crabs that I fight in Dark Souls 3. Oh, I'm gonna kill it. I don't care if you worship it. I don't care if it was your friend. It's a mud crab and they deserve to die. Yeah! Look at that. Wow. That is so nice. I gotta take a selfie here. Chick! There we go. Right in front of the giant dead mud crab. Sorry, nobody may know that I used the word selfie. Bam! You must die! There we go. How have I never seen that? How have I not come across this one mud crab in the entire Skyrim world, I wonder. It's not that strange. It's not like I've explored every single inch of this game. That's fun though, finding secrets still. I didn't, Hapsu, but I don't really need to know that kind of stuff. I want to figure that stuff out myself. The guards in Oblivion are psychic, you're right. That's something Skyrim did better, the crime system. Because in this one you can kill your witnesses. That sounds really dark. That sounds so dark. In this one you can make sure nobody tells the guards. And I like that feature, because it makes sense. If you kill a man out in the wilderness, he's not... How does anybody know? This sounds dark again. I'm gonna stop now before I get the NSA on my back. What's my favorite band or singer? That's so difficult. I enjoy so many different like genres, but I think like of all time, I think Iron Maiden is the band that I listened to, and I was like, I really like this music, because before that I'd only listened to what people told me was good. Like I would look at to my older like relatives and I would listen to what they did, like when it was like Nirvana or whatever. I'd be like, yeah, that's so good, but that was just to sort of fit in. I don't know. But when I heard Iron Maiden, I was like, I felt independent because I'd found something that I liked myself and that wasn't necessarily played on the radio, and it was fun, and it just opened up a whole new world. And then I found stuff like Simple Plan, Linkin Park, Sum 41. That's how I started out down the rock and metal path, just with the very, very poppy stuff, the very easy to listen to stuff. This is gonna be my death. Let's do it! I want to find a horse. I really want a horse right about now. I promise to take better care of this one. I do. Do I have any predictions about the Elder Scrolls 6? As I've said so many times, I don't care where it is, I don't care like what the plot is, I just want it to be a great game that combines the best of the new games with the best of the old games. Now that I've played the Elder Scrolls 1, 2, and 3, some of the older stuff, then I know that there are some techniques in that one. That was a beautiful cam, if I've ever seen one. There are some techniques in that one that I would like to see implemented using, you know, Skyrim-style controls and so on and so forth. But also, I want it to just look good, because I don't feel like Fallout 4 looked all that great. Especially faces. You gotta fix them. I've never watched that Apollo, I'm sorry. Last time you said that the horse died 10 minutes later? That didn't count. Because I didn't cross my fingers. This time I'm... No. When you cross your fingers, does that mean you lie? That means you're... Okay, never mind that. I try to save myself from that. I have never read any Elder Scrolls novels. No. Speaking of which, there is a new Elder Scrolls game coming out very soon. The Elder Scrolls Legends, which is like a Hearthstone card game-like deal. Maybe it's good. We'll see. Why do I see... That looks like a terrifying... I think those are spiders, but I can't be sure. What is going on up here? Hello? Let's see, I gotta just find my... I think this is... Hey. Did they kill each other? Did they both die? Wow, okay. Two spiders just battled it out and they both died. A little bit, Fluffy Pancakes. But haven't really watched the later seasons. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it is, Exploded Gamer. I hope it's good. Oh! Ooh, that quality texture work. Ah. A beautiful... Oh. Ah, yes. Something about the edge of this one. Oof. No, but when you make a huge world like this, stuff like that's bound to happen. It's okay, Bethesda. I'm not that picky. Ever thought of making a video in the Norwegian language? Thought about it? Yes. Am I going to do it? No. Spider combat. Boop 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 boop. This time I'm gonna do it right. For the first elixir, fungi touched by the Lady of Decay. And Namira is the Lady of Decay, Namira's root. Human skull stripped to the bone. The skull, potent bloom from the swamps. Okay, so a potent bloom from the swamps. I will pray to the Deathbell gods. Oh, Deathbell gods, listen to my prayers. Oh, I beseech the Deathbells, because it is what I want. Yes, Deathbells, so good. Oh, guys, I found Deathbells. What? Let's do this. Namira's corrosion. Sorry. Now, completed Infernal Alchemy. I'm gonna make a normal save, then I'm gonna make... You don't need to use this. Wait, can I only get one of them? What about... which one did I really need, though? Why could I... The Embalming Essence. So I can only do one? Huh. I don't... Okay, sure. Good. Okay, I've defeated all of the followers throughout Skyrim. I should search their bodies and see if they hold any clues as to their leader's whereabouts. I'm back here. I just had to go north. North is where I belong. The body was probably down the cliff somewhere, but I'm not gonna go hunting for... Oh! Hey, are you straight out of Morrowind? Your armor looks great! Yeah! Go back to Morrowind, you filthy greyskins! Ah! I'm sorry, Marthar's from a... He's from a... Oh! He's from a different time, guys. You have to understand that. Back in his day, that sort of thing was okay to say. Uh-oh. I'm gonna pay for that. I'm gonna pay for my insolence. Let's kill this chick first. Bandit Annoyed Doom Rager. That's the best name ever. After a while, you start running out of ideas, so you just make Annoyed Doom Ragers. Great. Amazing. I am using an ENB, yeah. I can't remember which one. I think it's just like the top rated one you find on the Nexus. I can't remember the name. Yeah. Boom. That was kind of nice. Because the water went all red. What are you? Oh, you're a chief. That's a more classic name. Hey, Duroc. A recap, Ferocious? Well, we're just on the quest gathering necromantic items. Being rather... We're not exactly taking the good path, though. I kind of want some of these necromantic powers for myself. So right now we are searching for some clues on some necromancer bodies up here. What? What was that? Let's try that again, shall we? Ah, straight through the ground. So nice. Alright. Was that a melon hat? I didn't see. Maybe that might very well be. You guys have good eyes. Is that a melon on his head? Oh, there, he has a melon on his head. How did I not see that? Oh, man. Bye-bye, that finished boy. Look at all the strawberry jam. Yes. Hello, Romeo. 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 Wherefore art thou, Romeo? Found you, barrels of the mountains. Yes. Orders. Read the orders. Ba-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum-dum. Read the orders. Is Marthar in the Great War? I wish I knew enough about lore to answer that. Travel to the Dragon-Tail Mountains. Let's see, what does it say? I can't tell because of the quest text. I look at a skirt barrow just as the books describe. Travel southwest from the city of Markarth This is classic Morrowind quest description. Travel southwest from the city of Markarth, across the mountain spine separating High Rock and Hammerfell. The path is treacherous and the barrow is deep within the Dragon Tail mountain peaks, but I marvel at how well preserved these catacombs are. We're going into Hammerfell. The aura of power here is palpable, and I'm more certain than ever that the secret of lichdom lie buried here within my grasp. Bring the artifacts to me immediately when you have completed your task in Skyrim, and soon you may share in our recovery of these incredible powers. Lichdom awaits us in Hammerfell, meaning we have to go to Markarth. Okay, so go southwest of Markarth, and then I gotta find some sort of spine. I will. Let's get going. Vigilance! Oh wow, that froze my game. Vigilance! He's the cutest dog around, round, round. He's the cutest dog around, round, round. Alright. Out of my way, can I get a... How much money do I have? I have 1,000 gold.
Haven't attacked each other yet. Good signs, any.
Oof. I don't know, guys. Oh, Vigilance, get out of here. Should I? Should I buy a horse or steal a horse? You decide. That horse is clearly uncomfortable with me. You shouldn't stand behind a horse like that. It might poop on you, or kick you, but I think the pooping would be worse. Well, Marthar is a new character, so he doesn't have all that much gold, but I suppose I'll buy it.
Need a trained war dog? Fiercest command money can buy.
But I want the dog! I don't want the horse. Can I ride the dog? Let's get a saddle for the dog. I'm gonna buy the dog.
Good. Here you are. He'll follow you to oblivion and back, if it comes to that.
Yay! But now I won't have money for the horse. Vigilance! I feel like you should be a more reasonable size. Look at the doggy! Oof. This is much better than a horse. Look at that! Oh, he's so big and fluffy. Come on, Vigilance. Let's go. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. Yay! That's much better. Alright, so let's see if we can't find our way to where we need to go.